it's like a shark, you know. As soon as he smelled blood, he'd obviously, as a fighter, he would try and capitalize on that injury. And eyes are so fragile in the ring. You know, they're so easy to damage, and permanently so, that I wouldn't have felt comfortable continuing watching the fight for anything more than another round, you know, a single round. So I can't really fault the stoppage from my point of view, but I know a lot of people would disagree. So.
And like you said, Kell Brook showed heart, because he could have easily just threw in the towel. I believe it was the first round. Golovkin hit him with a huge shot, and I thought he was just going to just quit right there, but he kept fighting. He came back strong. So if he was going to quit, he would have quit early when he got hit with that huge shot. So all props to Kell Brook.
Yeah, I agree with you. He recovered very well from that. It's a huge shot, and he sort of pulled himself together and got on and performed, I thought, well, considering, you know, under the circumstances. I thought he performed very well.
So after the fight, a lot of fighters, Billy Joe Saunders. I like the new Billy Joe Saunders. You got Billy Joe Saunders, you got Eubank. A lot of these fighters, they think Golovkin is sweet now. They calling him out, and Billy Joe, he's taunting him. I don't know if you've seen the video. For you guys that haven't seen it, I will play it.
It will happen on my behalf. My pen is in my pocket, waiting to see the contract to sign to fight you triple G spot. That's what I'm waiting to fight. So let's not hope that mandatory that you've got gets in the way, because I'm fighting the 29th of October. And I really don't mind fighting you a week after. So let's make sure that we don't use the mandatory challenger to get out of anything. You want the WBO belt. I've got it. I'm willing to put it on the line. So let's make sure that this fight 100% happen. Triple G spot. I'm ready. Ready to rock and roll. As soon as my manager calls me and tells me he's got the contract and it's what we want there, not worried about anything else. As long as the money's right there, no problem. And trust me, there's nobody here outpricing themselves. This is a fair business, a fair purse. A good purse, yeah, but fair. And we get it on. All of the belts, you keep saying. So this man definitely lost no pen, because to be honest with you, today I'll fight you in a field. Don't bother me, we'll fight anywhere you want to fight. I'm ready. Team Saunders, all the way, all of the belts. First of all, I want to congratulate Golovkin for the win last night, and unlucky to Kell Brook. But let's get one thing right. Kell Brook is a welterweight, not a middleweight. I am a full-fledged middleweight. There is no welterweights here. Golovkin, no problem at all. I should imagine that you'll be around for a couple of days. I've been onto my management this morning. We will definitely get it on. I definitely want you on your next available date. I'm fighting on the 29th of October. So Golovkin, I'm ready when you are. What date you come back with me with is a date I will accept. The date I will accept. I will give the fans what they want to see. And I see faults and flaws in you last night that I know I can pick out. So, like I said, biggest respect. You're a very good man. Extremely good man. But let's see who the best is for all of the belts. No.
Yeah, he called out Gennady Golovkin, said he's ready to fight him anywhere, anytime. Do you think he's just talking rubbish, or do you think he's serious?
I think Saunders has enough sort of self-confidence in that he genuinely believes he would beat him. I don't personally. I don't know who would beat him, but absolutely, you know, he has confidence, and I think he'd give it a great fight. You know, I think he'd be very game. I think he's another hard hitter, very durable, and a lot of people would say a natural middleweight, of course, which Kell Brook hasn't been fighting at. So I would enjoy that fight definitely, but it remains to be seen. I'll reserve judgment until that fight is actually signed. It's one thing to say that you want the fight, but
exactly.
We'll see.
Billy Joe Saunders act like we just supposed to forget that he said Golovkin would beat him and Eubank on the same night.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, another topic I want to get to, you got what's the fight? Yeah, Errol Spence. He said he would knock out Golovkin after the Kell Brook fight. I'm like, what?
No one's gonna knock out Golovkin. I mean, it's and as I say, I don't even consider myself a fan of anyone. I'm a fan of boxing. You know, I'm really not that bothered about particular fighters. I try and just call fights exactly as I see them, and I don't think anyone's knocking Golovkin out anytime soon. He's unbelievably durable, and he's the one doing the knocking out. You know, there's a reason why he is so avoided. And so no, I'm the same. I just kind of roll my eyes when I hear things like that. So.
And before we wrap it up, what do you want to see for both fighters? What do you want to see next for Kell Brook? Do you think he's going to retire? I know he has the eye injury. Who do you want to see him fight next, or do you think he should probably call it quits, or what you want to see next for Kell Brook?
I personally hope he doesn't call it quits. I would actually like to see him stay at this division as well. I know a lot of people had said he should drop down, but I thought he looked fine at the weight. I thought the reason why he didn't do well was because it was against Golovkin. You know, I actually think that he looked good at this division. There's a lot of talent in this division, and there's the fight that people are calling for sort of in the UK is Brook and Khan. I think that's a little bit overdue now. I think it's sort of past its peak in a way, but that would be a massive UK fight. And I would enjoy seeing that. And actually, I think Khan, sort of with his speed and his kind of movement, would be a good adversary. I'd favour Brook in that fight, personally. I think he's too powerful, too strong. But I'd like to see that fight. And for Golovkin, the fight I'd quite like to see is Eubank Jr., to be honest. I would like to see that. And especially in light of some of these quite shameful comments that he's made. So I'd be interested to see that. As I say, I do think a lot of them came across badly. I don't think he meant them with quite the amount of malice that it seemed. But yeah, that would be the fight I'd like to see next, probably, I think. Yeah,
being a huge Amir Khan fan myself, I would say Kell Brook versus Amir Khan would be massive in the UK. Yeah. Huge fight. But I hear Danny Garcia probably is going to be next because he is the WBC mandatory, so I'll be okay with either one of those fights.
Oh yeah, that would be a good fight, definitely, for sure. I think Garcia would be a good fight. I wonder if, I'll be interested to know how his father saw that fight, you know, whether he thought that Brook looked good or beatable, so I'll be interested to see how that develops. I agree with you, yeah.
And for Golovkin, I know the WBA ordered him versus, what's the dude's name? Daniel Jacobs. They ordered Daniel Jacobs, but I'd rather see him fight Billy Joe Saunders. That's the fight I want to see because it's a big unification bout. It'd be massive in the UK. That would be a huge fight. Billy Joe Saunders versus Golovkin, all the belts on the line. That would be a good fight. That's the one I'm hoping for.
And I think it would make good business sense as well because it would capitalise on some of the new stock in the UK that Golovkin's got. You know, he's attracted a lot of attention here. You know, attracted a lot of sort of new fans, or at least new appreciators, if not fans, you know, so it'd be a good way to sort of capitalise on his name being talked about here, would be to fight another big British fighter. I think that would be really cool.
And I like this new Billy Joe Saunders. You couldn't get him the other Triple G's name. Now he's out, he's on IFL TV, he's on everywhere talking about Triple G now. He's not afraid after seeing that Kell Brook fight. Billy Joe Saunders, if you're listening, keep it up. I like you, bro. I'm becoming a fan now. You keep talking like this.
So I'll become a fan when the fight is signed. We'll put it that way.
So you don't believe the rubbish?
We'll see. Let's just say that I'm skeptical. It's not so much that I don't believe, but I'm skeptical. I have my doubts.
Yeah. So with that said, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. And Eric Riley, man, I got a big surprise for you. We're gonna give you that shout out you was asking for. I know you're a big fan of JessiJackalope.
Absolutely. Shout out to Eric. Thanks so much for your support. I hope you're good.
And guys, we hope you enjoyed the collab. Until next time, we out. Peace.